Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host John, aka Latherhog, and if this is your first time here, I just want to say thank you for stopping by. If you're looking for all things related to the world of wet shaving, you've come to the right place. So I've just come back from a 2-week trip from New York visiting some family, and I had quite a few packages show up. This is both for wet shaving products as well as some fragrance products. We'll cover the shaving stuff first and then do the fragrance stuff after. I'll be sure to add in a time code if you're interested in one more than the other, so you can skip ahead to the content that you want to see. Also, just a reminder before we get too far into the video, if you're enjoying what you're seeing and like the content on this channel, be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, please consider becoming a subscriber, as it's a huge help to the growth of this channel. I do really appreciate all your support, whether this is your first time here or you've been with me from the start. Thank you guys so much. All right, so I've got my trusty Gerber blade here today, and let's get into it. All right, so the first item I'm gonna open up is from Brian over the Wet Shave Experience. We did a little razor swap just to try some new hardware from each other. So let's see what he sent. Now, obviously I know what's in the package, but you guys don't. So really trying to just amp up that, air of suspense. All right, so we got the envelope open, a little box here to protect the razor. Brian really packaged this thing really well. If you've never checked out his channel, I'll be sure to leave a link to his YouTube page in the description below. All right, so what we have from Brian is the Winning Razor. Winning Razor, I was curious about this one. I had heard good things from Ken over at Shave 326, and I also had just been wanting to check out a razor that was made from Yates Precision. So this is made by Yates Precision for the Wet Shave Club, I believe. So Brian had it. I loaned him my Blackbird Titanium from Blackland Razors. So you can also, another reason to go check out his channel is to see his first impressions of that razor. The Winning is a surprisingly hefty guy. So, I'll be using this for my next few shaves. When you finally see, a video featuring it, I'll be sure to give you more details like the actual weight and some, probably like what material is made from, that kind of stuff. But really looking forward to using this. It's supposed to be fairly mild, so that's good. I'm never looking for anything with too much blade feel either. And just a closer look at the razor for you guys. The head. Yeah, so we'll be using that real soon. Thanks, Brian. Look forward to using it. And that's it as far as hardware. The rest of the shaving items are all software. So we'll be getting in, talking about some scents and initial impressions. And the first box I got here is one I'm quite excited about. It's from Declaration Grooming. Nice. So what I have here is Cerberus. This is the collaboration between Declaration Grooming, House of Mammoth, and Noble Otter. And I got the soap and the splash, and Scott over Declaration, who fulfilled the order, typically leaves some of these delicious Jelly Belly jelly beans. I do enjoy these, but also my kids love these. So thank you, Scott, for that. So Cerberus, as I'm taking the items out, this one sold quick. And for those of you who maybe got some PTSD of chasing old, mammoth soaps, rest assured that there's more coming. I did want to get actually the eau de parfum as well, but that sold out. I logged right in. It had like a noontime launch on a few Saturdays back, and by 12:03, they were already sold out of the EDPs. It's not a big deal. This is a darker scent anyway, and this is pushing things a little bit as far as my wheelhouse. The good thing is that when I hung out with Ben when I was in New York last week, I had a chance to smell the scent before ordering it. So I was kind of lucky. It wasn't a total blind buy. I also did previously own the Sandalorian eau de parfum, which is a cheeky name, a nod to the Mandalorian, but in no way or shape or form related to it. It was a really like dry, dark sandalwood scent. I picked it up, and actually it was a little too much for me, a little too medicinal even. So I was able to move that on actually fairly easily. But either way, the scent was tweaked here in Cerberus to be much more what do you call it? A little more mass appealing, or a little more accessible, I should say. It's still a sandalwood forward scent, but there's some dry fruits and other things into the mix. I mean, just look at that label also. What a fun label. Look at that. And let's take a sniff off the tub here. Yeah, so like stone fruits and other things were made to kind of lighten up the scent a little bit. Ooh, that is really nice. And it is dark. Take a look at the pour here. Got the side label for Cerberus. Yeah, I think this is a great cold weather scent. If you don't like darker scents either, I don't know if this is for you, but I don't know. This I'm always like, keeping in the back of my mind what is potential scent of the year. This one, upon use, I'll have a better idea, but this could be it. The other ones that kind of are in the running are also from House of Mammoth, Embrace. I mean, what can I say? I do really enjoy the scenting, the perfuming of my friend. Here again is the soap and the splash, but let's keep moving on. We got a few more boxes to open. Next up is an order from Maggard Razors. All right, where is the right spot to cut? That is the question. All right, so for this one, we have 3 items. First one is a standalone. This one is from House of Mammoth. It is the soap Alive. This one is an exclusive to Maggard Razors. You can also get it directly from House of Mammoth's website. I'm a little slow in picking this one up, as I know it's been out probably since July, I want to say. Here's a closer look at the soap itself. And the scent, let's give that a sniff. It's a very, it's very kind of medium scent strength. I get apple, and I get kind of a clean, soapy linen feel. Very nice, very nice. I think this is actually quite accessible. The apple, for me, always reminds me of the fall, although it's a little fresher and lighter. I think the scent kind of fits maybe all year round. For this one, I just got the soap because one thing in trying to go a little more easy on my wallet is not to necessarily always pick up the matching balm unless I absolutely love it. If anything, given my foray into fragrances, I'm probably going to be picking up the eau de parfum if it turns out I really like this scent. Splashes, I'm still on the fence on. I'm more likely to pick up a matching splash than a matching balm, but I'm still, I'm trying to pare down a bit and not always be so matchy. We'll see how that works. It hasn't worked that well so far, but right now I can at least draw the line at not picking up every matching balm. Oh, you know what? Actually, I forgot. There are other items in here. They're just really small, and I totally forgot about it. So the small item I forgot were... I forgot which is the designation. I'll add it in post-production, but these are for safety razors, and they're kind of a little nylon washer that act as a buffer between the head and the handle. So if you really want to clamp down, but not risk scratching the finish or damaging your razor, these are great. I want to say they're M5 nylon washers, and Maggard had I think it's like 10 for $1. So I got 2 little baggies of those. But as far as software, next up we got from Southern Witchcrafts. This is Arcane Abyss. This one, a few friends, Marion the Barbarian, Hey Gerard Shaves, picked this one up. The Dude of Shaving, a handful of folks picked this up, and I was warned it is a dank aquatic, and this scent from Southern Witchcrafts, I believe this is one of their own. They've collaborated with other people to do scents in the past, but this is a resurrected scent. I think this was out a few years ago, and they just brought it back this summer. So let's see what we get off the tub. Here's the fresh pour. Having recently used Fougere Nemada, let's call the whole thing off. After using Fougere Nemada, just reminded how great this soap is. Let's see what this scent. Okay, dank aquatic. It's a dark aquatic. There is a funny, I mentioned Marion the Barbarian, friend of the channel. One note he got, in addition to the aquatics, was wet dog. And it's not ruining the scent for me. I am still looking forward to try this, but I can get what he's saying. I do get, like, in the background, there's something mixing together. It could be interpreted as wet dog. I don't think it's not a wet dog coming from after the rain. It's a wet dog after you've given it a bath. So what I'm gonna guess is happening there is there's some combination of musk, maybe sandalwood or vetiver in there that's mixing to kind of give that impression of wet dog. So it's kind of funny. I get, Marion, if you're watching this, I get what you're talking about. But as we know, soap isn't the best medium to experience a scent. And I did mention to you guys before that I'm trying not to go all matchy-matchy. And I took a note out of my buddy Gerard's book, and I got the matching eau de parfum for Arcane Abyss. And partially, it's just the pricing on this was just a couple bucks more than the aftershave toner. So I'm gonna spray the air, and I'll try not to spray my coffee. And let's take a look. This was in the bag before, but this is a 30 milliliter bottle here. Really great artwork from Southern Witchcrafts. The illustrator for this one, Jeff, also known as Wise One on Reddit and Instagram, also helped me with my logos for both Latherhog channel and the Lather Talk podcast. So just great work here on the label, buddy. Okay, let's spray and let's see what we get. A few test sprays. There we go. All right, so nowhere near as dank as what I'm getting from the soap, but I'm not spraying on skin just yet because we have other fragrance stuff to get to. I might have to come back to this, and obviously I'll be shaving with the scent as well. So hopefully I can report back and do a better job at describing this scent, but not off-putting by any means. I think the darkness for this aquatic is maybe it might make it year-round appropriate. So I'm really looking forward to putting this through the test. I think I sprayed a little bit in my mouth by accident. Doesn't taste bad. All right, you know what? I'm gonna spray a little bit on the back of my wrist. The atomizer, I would say, it's pretty strong. It's a nice puff of fragrance right there. All right, so on the skin, it's I think there's got to be vetiver or something in there. It's kind of earthy, a little woody even. That's coming up more than the aquatic nature, at least in the eau de parfum. That musk too is coming out. Very interesting. I definitely want to give this a wear once it cools down. Today it's about like 80 something degrees and very humid. Not normally what I would spray on, but for the sake of the video, for the sake of capturing the initial thoughts, I had to spray it on my wrist. Do I regret it? Maybe a little bit, given how I'm feeling. I'm very warm right now. It's for the sake of science and for the sake of content. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, and now the last part of the wet shaving portion of the mail call and unboxing. This box is from Barrister Mann. It's always tricky trying not to show addresses and unbox, and also unbox so that you guys can see. I'll get the hang of this. I'll get the hang of this eventually. All right, and open the box up. Nicely packaged in here. All right, so this should be a soap and matching splash. I'm very excited that the matching splashes recently came back to Barrister Mann. And that means I think some of the earlier releases and obviously the staple scents within the Barrister Mann line are restocked slowly being restocked with alcohol splashes. Just look at that. Look at that. All right, so this one is from the Soft Heart series, which are kind of smaller production runs of experimental scents. This one's called Figaro's. So here is the soap. And then let's also unpackage that scent here. Very nice presentation. And there we have the matching splash. Very nice. Now, let's crack her open and talk about the scent. So Fig Rose. Got some fig leaf in here, some rose, clearly. Oh, that's very nice. This is a very, the greenness of the scent really pops. Obviously, the rose giving this very floral nature to it. Not in a bad way, or not to my nose at least. And there's some other things going on there as well, but not, some fig scents can be super sweet. I would say this is more on the green. The fig is making this more of a green scent. And the rose is, I don't know, it's a really nice balance between the sweetness of the rose, sweetness of the fig, and the floralness of the rose. So yeah, that's what I get. I forget if I showed you. And here's the pour. And of course, once again, the side label here. And those are typically just handwritten. I have a few of these soft heart releases and typically really like the scents in these. So yeah, another good one. All right, now a quick change of angle here to show you my fragrance pickups. First up is from the Fragrance Decant Boutique, which is not a sponsor of this site, but I really like what they offer as far as options. It's a good way to sample, niche scents, anything that's a little more pricey, whatever your budget might be. This is a good way to check out the scent. So because it's a little hard to see from the footage, the decants I got here include Eccentric Molecule 01, Creed Himalaya, L'Artisan Parfumeur Timbuktu, Mancera Oud Lemon Mint, Le Labo Santal 33, and Parfums de Marly Sedley. Some of these I've been wanting to check out for a long time. Some I've discovered recently based on recommendations, YouTube channels, and whatnot. I'm really looking forward to sampling these guys. And finally, last but not least, you can see I am eyeing the fall and winter that's coming up, trying to pick up some frags that will go along with that season. And here we have a small bottle of Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. This one I've had a decant of. I had a lovely 10 milliliter decant, which lasted quite a while. And then when I came across a good deal on this bottle, I had to snatch it up. So really happy to add this one. Basically, what I think of immediately is leather from a new car. It's really rich, elegant, and it's got some darkness, being a leather frag. And that's going to do it for today's mail call and unboxing video. I want to thank you guys so much for spending some time with me as I unwrap and check out these goodies. Take care, everyone. I'll see you soon.